Here's my ranking for all 8 actors that have played Michael Myers. Coming in at my number 8 for me personally is easily Don Shanks. Just like the movie that he is in, his version of Michael just doesn't really, stand out really from the other portrayals of Michael that we've gotten. No, the mask, of course, looks like crap. And just like the movie that he's in, I have not really that much really to say about it, about his, about Don Shanks' performance in Halloween 5: The Revenge of Michael Myers. My number 7 for me is going to be Brad Loree from Halloween Resurrection. Now, this portrayal of Michael, other than the fact that Busta Rhymes is, making fun of him and stuff, and kicking the crap out of him with karate moves and stuff. I do think that this portrayal of Michael is used very, very damn well. He's in the shadows, quite like like the lighting pretty much on the blue, like of his house, like that blue, dark blue lighting. He works very well in those sequences. Just kind of wish that they didn't really show his eyes, because he's supposed to be the blackest eyes, the darkest eyes, the devil's eyes. Therefore, you shouldn't see Michael's eyes. But still, I mean, good performance from Brad Loree, but still, not really one that But again, good performance from Brad Loree's version of Michael. Just doesn't really, just again, other than him getting the crap beat out of him and made and all that stuff, couldn't really, just didn't really care for all that stuff. My number 6 for me, Chris Duran from Halloween H2O. Now, his portrayal of Michael, again, other than the fact that you see his eyes, other than that, his Michael works pretty damn well. Now, you don't really get much of his Michael until, like, the final act of the movie. But when you do get to see his Michael, it's pretty much more of what, Nick Castle and Dick Warlock did with their portrayals of Michael in the first 2 Halloween movies, which was, of course, a really great, expansion pretty much of what they did. Again, still really a good Michael. Again, just don't really have that, much really to say about what really. Number 5 for me, I got James P. Wilbur from Halloween 4 and Halloween 6. Now, other than the fact that his mask in Halloween 4 is garbage, and he pretty much has like shoulder pad, and it kind of looks like his version of Michael's got shoulder pads on him in Halloween 4. Other than that, his version of Michael's a damn badass. Like, I mean, the way he walks, the way he moves and whatnot, he's definitely a ferocious version of Michael, especially when you get to Halloween 6. And thankfully, his mask in Halloween 6 is a lot better. Thankfully. And so, hell yeah, his version of Michael is pretty damn good. Number 4 for me, I got Dick Warlock from Halloween 2. Now, his portrayal of Michael is pretty good. Other than the fact that he kind of moves like a robot, like the scene that everybody pretty much talks about, where he first comes in, like to the door of that, like when he's walking, like really slowly, like like a robot, like, and it's like, okay, still one of the more brutal versions of Michael. Obviously, this, but still though, Dick Warlock is still a pretty damn good version of Michael. Number 3 for me, despite the movies that this version of Michael's in, number 3 for me, Tyler Mane from the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. Tyler Mane's version of Michael is a brute force to be reckoned with. And he is like the one thing about the Rob Zombie Halloween movies, that actually pretty much works. I mean, as far as the Michael Myers actors that I would want, the versions of Michael that I would want chasing me the last, yeah, Tyler Maine's version is a dang like freight train, pretty much. He's brutal as hell. He's strong. The mask, the fact that it's all weathered and whatnot, I like that. Gives it its own unique flavor, especially in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Again, even though I don't really care for that movie that much, again, Tyler Maine's performance is one of the last things that's wrong with any of the two Rob Zombie movies. Aside from the fact that if you watch the director's cut of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, he speaks. Yeah, Michael says die at the end of the director's cut of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. But still, I still do enjoy it. Now we are at our top two. And number two, Nick Castle from the original 1978 Halloween. This version of Michael, yes, he is iconic. Yes, Nick Castle has that classic Michael walk, that classic Michael like mask, of course, the whole like William Shatner mask, and hell yeah, he's not really brutal like some of the other versions, obviously, because with this movie, it's pretty bloodless for a movie that released in 1978. The original is pretty dang bloodless, but again, still an effective Michael. But of course, coming in at my number one for me, which I'll probably end up using this as my, thumbnail picture. Coming in at my number one for me, James Jude Courtney. Despite some elements of the David Gordon Green Blumhouse Halloween trilogy, and again, I know a lot of people didn't really care for the Blumhouse Halloween trilogy, but the last thing that was wrong with that trilogy was James Jude Courtney's version of Michael. His version of Michael in that Blumhouse Halloween trilogy is brutal as hell. It's pretty much like if you took Nick Castle's performance of Michael and Tyler Maine's version of Michael, and you blended them both together, and you get James Jude Courtney version of Michael. The mask is awesome. I absolutely love the mask in all three of these. And he's a badass. He is like one of the more, brutal versions of Michael, pretty much. And oh yeah. So yeah, for me, and of course, I love the fact that him displaying his victims came back in the second movie, especially with Halloween Kills, like the way he displayed those kids at the park. That was awesome. But hell yeah, though. James Jude Courtney's version of Michael comes in for me at my number one. So what do you guys think? What is your guys' ranking of these 8 Michael Myers actors from worst to best? Let me know down below in the comments, guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And don't forget that bell icon so you guys get notified whenever I upload brand new videos. I will be seeing you guys later. Peace out.